What issue do you think is the number one issue facing conservatives during this particular political cycle? And which candidate at this time do you think is best equipped to handle, which is pretty much a monumental task at hand?
Well, it's really not about public policy, and that's where people get confused, because a generation ago it was about where you are on a whole series of very important issues to voters of faith. Today it's who's going to stand up to the bully. The bully is Merrick Garland. The bully is Christopher Wray, who says that Catholics, devout Catholics, are basically domestic terrorists, so it's okay to infiltrate churches. We had all the churches that were shut down during that panic over Chinese corona. Who will stand up to this bully and say, you can be a good American who follows the rules and a person of faith? Matter of fact, if you look at our founders believed that this nation was founded and imbued with Christianity and faith. And that was one of the reasons why so many of our forefathers and foremothers came here, because they wanted religious tolerance. So that's the number one issue for people of faith. Hey, government, back off. Leave me alone. Leave my kids alone. Don't teach my boy that he's a girl. Don't take my girls' sporting events away from them. Back off. What conservatives and the base of the Republican and these conservative independents want is they do want someone who's good on the policy. But we're not having a policy debate in this primary. This is not what it's about. It's about how do we develop new strategies to fight big companies that are trying to cancel us. Banks are canceling people left and right who simply buy a firearm. How do you stand up to big tech? How do you defend your kids when, if you go to these school board hearings, the parents might be the ones who get arrested? This is where we are. We're all pro-life. We're all pro-gun. We're all pro-First Amendment. But the question is, who's uniquely qualified to take on the fight? I think Donald Trump is, because of his age, which is a strength for him, because of his wealth, which is a strength for him, and because they have said every nasty thing they possibly can. This is the brave new world for conservatives.
Sure.
If you pop and become public and become effective, next thing you know, you're going to have a sex scandal. You're going to have a finance scandal. You're going to be the worst things are going to be said about you, starting with the Daily Beast and the Washington Post. Who can stand up to that? That's what we need in the White House.